swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
First pitch. Pitch. 7 o'clock.
The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he had him set up perfectly there, as he's not even close to touching that pitch. And on 4 pitches, he becomes out number 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 20. Eddie.
And this is the kind of play that makes a manager go a little bit nuts. It's only the second batter of the entire game, and his defense is throwing the ball around already. I'm sure he's hoping that error isn't a sign of things to come.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fourth.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here's Nelson Cruz now on to Moreland, and they roll 2 to end the inning. No runs on 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and a man left on. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Jose Barrios gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour. Power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. What's the key for a home win here tonight, Mark?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Here's Mookie Betts, a reigning batting champion in the American League. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The batter ruled out.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Sales ready. Here it is on 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Benintendi, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Jonathan Schoop with a solo shot as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Batting 7th, the third
Here's
baseman,
Marwin Gonzalez now.
Gonzalez.
Line drive base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Garver.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard
Batting
now.
9. Number 25, Byron Buxton.
2 on here with 1 man out. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Oh and 1, here it comes. That's popped up out towards short right field. Holt moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Polanco looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Gonzalez on second. Garver at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Twins fire the opening salve. Here's J.D. Martinez. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 4 for 11.
J.D. Martinez.
Here's the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
And another foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And folks, today I'm locking in on outfielder Max Kepler. I think he's just starting to scratch the surface. Bit off a couple of years trying to learn his craft a little bit. The bat's coming along. The defense has always been there. Super accurate arm, real sure-handed in the outfield.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
1 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Another 0-2 home. Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's C.J. Cron now. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Sale has his target. Here it comes. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A base hit in his first trip. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Bradley is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Stepping up now, Nelson Cruz. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Cron, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Pops this one up. Moreland over to his right. 2 gone. So
Now
it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. First pitch of the at-bat. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're on top 1-0. Here's Brock Holt now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he will take strike 3 call. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Smoke toward third. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me, he was caught when the play came his way.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings. So far, this offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
So stepping in, Mookie Betts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They're down 1-0. Digging in, Jonathan Schoop. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the run is Benintendi. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
That was a tough
Third
play,
base.
so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read. Off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab, and I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Standing in now, Marwin Gonzalez. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Devers on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now
digging in now, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Benintendi going back on it. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he had him dead to rights at 0-2. Instead of making him chase a pitch and waste a pitch or two, he served one up and paid for it dearly. That is one tough pill to swallow.
The center fielder, number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Standing in, Mitch Moreland. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Popped him up. And he will make the catch here right in front of the screen, and that's your first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Buxton facing back. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed. And he adds another one heading to third for the 3-bagger.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and it's fouled away. In there for a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Bogaerts, base runner at first with 1 out. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A pause and the 0-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to the plate, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. And 2 men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Twins are out in front 2-1. Ready once again, C.J. Cron, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
C.J. Cron.
Sale has his target. First pitch on the way. Line towards center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone. Back-to-back homers. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
You put guys in the middle of your lineup because you need consistent offensive production. Well, these two just went bang, bang, back-to-back homers, so I guess that qualifies.
Into the box now, Max Kepler. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
So two are gone in the Twins' half of the fifth, and that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop to hit next. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So two runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Twins are in front 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
In now, Andrew Benintendi, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Here comes the first pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Kepler's there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Fouled away. 1 run, 4 hits. And one error on the Boston line score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Hector Velasquez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 76, Hector Velasquez.
Now at the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Gloved by Bogaerts. And the throw sails right over the head of Moreland at first base.
That thing directly over the first baseman's head. I mean, he's a pretty good athlete, but he had absolutely no chance to come down with that one.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Gonzalez on at first. Nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A step on the bag for 1.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Byron Buxton. Last time through was a base hit. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Velasquez, 30 years of age. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. There's a shot out to right center field. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
Now batting.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from 3rd. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Striding in once again, C.J. Cron. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Shot toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from 2nd. It's 6-1.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
In now, Eddie Rosario. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Twins 9 and the Red Sox 1.
Leading
At
off
the plate,
for
Mitch
the Red
Moreland.
Sox,
He struck out and
first
popped out
baseman,
in his 2 previous
Mitch.
trips.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. Oh, look out. Hot shot to 3rd, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. First pitch on its way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
0-1, here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Scope towards second. He's got it. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
And this is just a mental act right there. I know your catcher is good with the glove, but you simply can't throw home in this instant. Take the easy out, always.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Boston strands a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Brian Johnson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 1 away. So striding forward now, Marwin Gonzalez. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. So coming to the plate, Mitch Garver. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit at third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Barrios is under it near the mound, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Vasquez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting. No left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Oh, and 2 the count to Benintendi.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Into right field. That's a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
And he fouls this one off. Benintendi, the runner at first with 2 gone. A bouncer to the left side, right to him. A play at the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Behind 0-2 now. 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Boston striding in. Byron Buxton, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. To the left side, but it's well fouled. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Jorge Polanco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Throw into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping in now, C.J. Cron. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is Benintendi. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run job for C.J. Cron as the blowout continues. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Nelson Cruz will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max.
Now at the plate, Max Kepler, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First offering on its way. Now there goes Rosario. Popped up. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Rosario leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Tyler Thornburg enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. A throw to the plate.
And this is just a mental act right there. I know your catcher is good with the glove, but you simply can't throw home in this instant. Take the easy out, always.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton has it in his tracks. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Rafael Devers. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Runners on first with 1 down. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Here comes another 0-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 0-2 once more. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the second run will score as well.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a two-run shot to left center, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. Stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer. And this is just a mental lapse right there. I know your catcher is good with the glove, but you simply can't throw home in this instant. Take the easy out, always.
No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit out towards second. Throw to the plate. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he is going to score now all the way from first on a play that was nothing short of a disaster all the way around.
Right fielder, Mookie.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Benintendi stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Stepping in, Mitch Moreland. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Came inside with the off-speed stuff, and it catches the corner. A man on third with 2 down. Grounded up the first baseline. Another 0-2 coming. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Looking to send him packing again. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We played 8 full. It's the Twins 11 and the Red Sox 6. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
In now, Mitch Garver. Oh, and he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The center field
standing in, Byron Buxton. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. As he was way in front of that one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Digging in once again, Jorge Polanco. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up to the Twins.
Digging in, C.J. Cron. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he handled it really nice.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. Benintendi will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. To the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. Bullet back up the middle. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Rosario, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Schoop is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
11-6 the final score in this ball game. The Minnesota Twins put behind them 7 errors for the win. Jose Barrios earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 11 runs, 19 hits. They committed 7 errors in the ball game. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.